Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing my top 5 fall recommendations. I don't read a lot of like scary horror books, so this isn't gonna have a lot of books that are like Halloween related. I mean, I do, when I think of fall, I think of like kind of darker reads, so I will be kind of getting into some darker reads, but not anything that's like scary or murderous or any of that kind of stuff. So if you're kind of like me and you don't really like to read about like murder or just like scary things, because I am a scaredy cat, let's just get real here, and I cannot read a scary book and then sleep at night. I read different books at fall time, but here are the books that I like to read or that I read and really loved and would reread them during the fall. So the first book is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. This book, I think I gave it like a 3.5 star rating. It was good, but it wasn't like my favorite book. But the second book was really good and I really enjoyed that one. And the thing was is that I felt like this was like a lead up book. So this book didn't have a whole lot of interesting things in it, but it really built up the characters and really built up the plot for the second book, and you couldn't have that second book without this first book. I did really enjoy the second book, so I feel like this and the second book would be really good to read for the fall. If you don't already know, 3 Dark Crowns is about 3 sisters who each have different kinds of powers. They are born to try and fight for the crown, but there's only one spot, so they have to kill the other 2 sisters. The second book that I recommend for the fall is the Crossfire series, which is actually by Amanda Hocking. Amanda Hocking is one of my favorite authors. I love all the books that she's come out with so far, and this was the reason why I read any of the other books that she wrote, because I loved this series so much. This is a series about troll society and I loved every moment of it, and I feel like it's perfect for fall because of the Halloween aspect, because it's about trolls, which is a little bit different from your average fairy tale creature or mythical creature that is in the books that a lot of us read. So I thought that it would be a great one to put on this list. The other 2 books are Iced Kissed and Crystal Kingdom. Next I have This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I read this book a couple months ago and really enjoyed it. Obviously I picked this book because of the monster aspect in it and Halloween time, so I think I gave this a 4 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5 because I enjoyed it a lot. I was hesitant to read this book because I read A Darker Shade of Magic and didn't really care for it. I really did enjoy it and I'm glad that I read it, and I think it would be the perfect read for fall. The next book I picked is Long May She Reign by Rhiannon Thomas. This one is about a girl who is in line for the throne, but she's like 20th in line or 16th in line for the throne, and one day she goes to a party. Everybody in line for the throne in front of her mysteriously dies after she left the party early, and so she ends up being the queen, and there's all these people trying to kill her or prove that she killed everybody else so that she could have the throne. And I loved this story. It was really good, and I think it's a really good read for fall just because of the dark feel to it and the potion aspect that is in this, because the main character does different science experiments with different potions and stuff like that. So the next book that I recommend for fall isn't one that I've actually read yet, but it is one that I'm reading for fall, and I just felt like it was the perfect read for this time of year with Halloween and everything, and that is Stalking Jack the Ripper. So Stalking Jack the Ripper is about a girl who was raised for this Victorian lavish lifestyle, but she has different plans. After her mother dies tragically, she decides that she wants to learn the inner workings of death. So she ends up trading in her sewing needle for a scalpel, and she sneaks into the forensic labs and she interns to do forensics. She ends up getting wound into this mysterious case about Jack the Ripper. It sounds super cool and I'm really excited to read it, and we're actually reading this for the BookTube book club this month. I've heard really good things about it. The second book comes out this month, or it just came out this month or last month, and so if I like this one then I'll probably buy the second one and read it right away too, just because it is that time of year. And I don't know, I keep getting hairs on my lips. It's really weirding me out right now. Anyway, it just sounds like a cool different Halloween read, and so I'm really excited to get to it. And if you guys want to join us in reading it, if you haven't already, you should, and then you should join us for the live show at the end of the month.
yeah, that is really it for this video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!